Bluey is a series full of adorable and energetic dogs.
Yeah!
But have you ever recognized which characters belong to which real-life dog breeds? Take the police dog we see in the episode, The Sign. This scene is super cool. As soon as I saw this dog as a police officer, I remember slapping my leg and saying out loud, "Ha! Of course the police officer had to be a German Shepherd." And why did I think that, you ask? Well, because dogs of this breed are literally known as police dogs. Police forces worldwide use German Shepherds as sniffer dogs for substances, weapons, tracking, and all kinds of things. These dogs are extremely intelligent, trainable, and capable of learning to do practically anything. They're also very attached to one person in the family, and depending on the dog's personality, they may need to be trained to feel comfortable with everyone in the household, not just their chosen person. When I was little, we had a German Shepherd named Brigitte. She was difficult to handle when one of my aunts was around because she would growl at everyone who got too close. But like any protective dog, it all comes down to how the owners raise them. And my relatives didn't do a great job with Brigitte. Still, she was gorgeous, like the ones you see on the screen. So it was hard to resist her, even if she was temperamental at times. German Shepherds are one of the most obvious choices when it comes to deciding which dog would be good for guarding a house. After all, no burglar would dare break into a home with a dog capable of doing that, right? So, I thought it was a simple yet genius move by Ludo Studios to make the police dog in Bluey. Well, a police dog! Grab your leashes and rubber balls, because today we're diving into the real-life breeds of more Bluey characters here on the Zigzag channel. Coco is one of Bluey's good friends. They've known each other since they were babies and are in the same class at school. Coco sometimes has trouble sticking to the rules of games, but manages to stay on track with a little help from her friends. Her best friend is Indy, and she also loves playing with Mackenzie. Coco comes from a big family, living with her mom, dad, and 8 older siblings. She likes keeping her pink fluffy poodle hair neat with her blue butterfly hair clips. And, as I mentioned, Coco is a poodle, and I bet you've met a dog of this breed at some point in your life. Poodles are very popular among ladies of leisure, and chances are, every time you've seen one, their owner was probably a woman. Poodles are originally from France, but eventually spread to other European countries like Germany. Did you know poodles were hunting dogs? That's right. Originally, they were trained to hunt waterfowl like ducks and seagulls. This explains the classic haircut we often see on poodles, with some parts shaved and others fluffy. This grooming style is actually strategic. If they're completely shaved, they're vulnerable to cold water. But if they're entirely covered in fur, they can't swim effectively. The cut protects their joints and vital organs while allowing for mobility and agility during hunts. Pretty cool, huh? If you didn't know this, tell us in the comments using the hashtag #poodle so we can see. Dorene is a friendly neighbor who always makes sure to say hello to Bluey, Bingo, and Bandit whenever their paths cross. She's great at giving local advice, like warning about nearby swooping birds, but she's not so good at remembering which night is bin night. Dorene loves a good curry and a game of mahjong. She's working on her assertiveness, inspired by Muffin, to stand up for herself when needed. We see this in the episode where an elderly pug tries to get her to sell something for a much lower price. Shortly after, Muffin does the opposite with the same pug, which ends up helping Dorene and teaching her an important lesson. Dorene belongs to a breed with a long name, the Great Pyrenees, also known as the Pyrenean mountain dog, originating from France. The Great Pyrenees was bred to be a livestock guard dog for farmers in the Pyrenees Mountains of Europe, which form the border between France and Spain. These farmers bred both the Great Pyrenees and the smaller Pyrenean Shepherds. The latter was responsible for herding, while the former protected the flock from predators like wolves and bears. The Great Pyrenees likely arrived in the Pyrenean Mountains With their shepherds, around 3,000 BC fossils of the Great Pyrenees have been found in the region, dating back to between 1800 BC and 1000 BC. Experts believe the breed evolved from white mountain dogs that originated in Asia Minor about 11,000 years ago. Dougie is a Cavapoo, a mix between a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel and a poodle. He has light brown fur, tan eyebrows, and a charcoal-colored nose. Dougie is a very happy and playful little dog who loves visiting the park with his mom. He enjoys the swings and, just like his new friend Bingo, sometimes gets stuck in the spinner bowl too. Dougie is deaf and is already teaching himself Auslan Sign Language to communicate with his friends and family. Auslan, short for Australian Sign Language, is a language developed for Australians who are deaf or hearing impaired. It's a visual form of communication that uses hand, arm, and body movements. Cavapoos have a noble parental background. The poodle is a water dog, skilled at flushing and retrieving waterfowl. They're excellent swimmers and hunters with high intelligence. Considered an upper-class dog, Europeans prized them as hunters and often included them in family portraits. During Roman times, the Romans bred cavaliers as companion dogs to warm the laps of nobility. In the 1700s, King Charles I loved them so much that the breed was named after him. In the 1940s, they made their way to the United States. The American Kennel Club recognized the Cavalier King Charles Spaniel as an official breed in 1995, making it the 140th recognized breed. Cavapoos first appeared in Australia in the 1990s, following the popularity of Labradoodles. They quickly became one of Australia's most beloved breeds, despite being a newer designer breed. I hadn't heard of this breed until researching for this video. If you didn't know about it either, click the subscribe button and don't forget to turn on notifications. Frisky is Bluey's godmother and a close friend of Chili. This means she's practically part of the family, and Bluey and Bingo sometimes affectionately call her Aunt Frisky. She loves tropical vacations, juice bars, and spending time thinking at her favorite lookout spot in the city. Frisky is an English Cocker Spaniel and keeps her soft, healthy fur shiny with almond milk shampoo. Just like Uncle Rad, Frisky and Rad met while babysitting Bluey and Bingo together, and they've been a couple ever since. She adores Bluey and Bingo, and the three of them always have a great time together. Frisky is a great role model, bringing a calm and balanced perspective when the rest of the Heeler family gets a little carried away. Although the road to the altar wasn't smooth, with a few wise words from Chili and a little nudge from a lucky butterfly, Frisky and Uncle Rad tied the knot in an intimate backyard ceremony at the Heeler's house. English Cocker Spaniels are cheerful sporting dogs. They're an active breed, full of energy and eager to please their owners. They enjoy hunting, which they were bred for. English Cocker Spaniels are friendly, gentle, and affectionate companions. They are intelligent and devoted family dogs, full of life. Their adaptability makes them great for traveling. English Cocker Spaniels have excellent temperaments. They're enthusiastic in the field, love to be active, and enjoy hunting and working. They're compact dogs with a lively and merry demeanor. Once again, we can clearly see all these personality traits in Frisky. English Cocker Spaniels are very family-oriented dogs, and right in her first appearance, Frisky mentions wanting to get married and have kids in the episode where she and Rad babysit Bluey and Bingo. Seriously, the team at Ludo Studios knows exactly what they're doing. Fido is Winnie's dad, and he's a big kid at heart. He and Bandit became friends over toasted banana bread at their favorite cafe near the playground. Fido happily joins in Winnie and Bluey's games, especially when it keeps him from staring at his phone, or when he gets millions of sugar packets as payment. After several mornings of shared playground breakfasts, Winnie and Fido finally get invited to a proper breakfast at their new friend's house. Winnie and Fido are chocolate Labradors, the rarest type of Labrador. Labradors are one of the most popular breeds worldwide because they are incredibly friendly, playful, and great with kids. Thanks to their size, they're also excellent protectors, as they are extremely loyal to their owners and quick to bark at anything unusual. The Labrador's friendly nature is perfectly portrayed in the series, with Winnie immediately getting along with Bluey when they arrive at the playground. Likewise, Fido and Bandit hit it off while being roped into their daughter's games. So much so, in fact, that the pretend cafe game eventually turns into an invitation from Bandit for a real breakfast, as their daughter's playful antics lead to an unexpected friendship between the two dads. Honey is one of Bluey's friends at school. She's a beagle with dark, honey-colored ears, a black nose, and round turquoise glasses. Just like her mom and dad, Daisy and Marcus. Although her parents are from Europe and speak with English accents, Honey has an Australian accent since she grew up in the country. Honey is assertive, thoughtful, and caring, but she sometimes struggles to keep up with Bluey and Bingo's imaginative games. However, she has many other talents, like building things with toys and shouting "password" louder than anyone else. Interestingly, Honey can wiggle her entire body while keeping her tail perfectly still. Beagles are excellent dogs for hunting rabbits and hares. They have a phenomenal sense of smell and seemingly endless stamina. When fox hunting became popular, breeders developed the foxhound by crossing a beagle with a buckhound. A beagle's incredible sense of smell makes them great working dogs. They are often used as bed bug detectors. The U.S. Department of Homeland Security also employs beagles in airports to sniff out food in passengers' luggage, helping prevent the spread of foreign diseases and parasites. This team of dogs is known as the Beagle Brigade. Because of this heritage, it's common to hear beagle owners say their dogs are incredibly mischievous and full of energy, which makes them so useful when given tasks to do. And that's it for the dog breeds we've covered today. But there are still plenty of Bluey characters we haven't talked about yet, like Coco, the triplets, or Indy. Let us know in the comments if you'd like to see a follow-up to this video. In the meantime, you can keep learning more cool things about Bluey with the 2 videos popping up on your screen right now. Just click on the one that looks the most fun and keep enjoying with us. See you there. Bye for now.